Hello and welcome back to People's Car Review, and welcome back to the Skoda Karoq. And this is the drive part of the two-part video. Not going to go into too much detail in the interior as we've already seen it. One thing I will mention, this is the automatic version. Do please bear that in mind, and this is a 21 plate car. So I'll flip the camera around so you can see what we're seeing, and I'm going to let Lisa do all this, and then I'm going to hand over to Lisa for the lowdown and the drive part of this car. So over to you, baby.
Hi everybody, welcome back to People's Car Reviews. As Andrew said, it's the Skoda Karoq 21 plate, and what I believe is the SE model or the S model. We're not entirely sure.
We'll double check that when we do the interior exterior.
Comfortable drive, better than the ZS drive we had. This is an automatic version, so of course you're not sitting right on top of the steering wheel. You've got a bit more flexibility and a bit more able to sort of have a bit more room to manoeuvre. Quite a comfortable drive, I will say. Really really smooth, although I will say, unlike the newer cars like the MG HS we got, over speed bumps it is a little bit bumpy. Certain road textures, a little bit bumpy, you do feel the bumps. Still getting used to certain parts of the car. I like it on this car, it's on the dash, it's got a directional arrow for the navigation, and it says we're going west so far, and also it's got D4, which means we're in drive and fourth gear. This is a 7-speed automatic transmission, so a DCT. If I think it's a DCT, yes, because it's got a plus and minus symbol, so you can have it in a manual version. Yeah, it's a really nice car to drive. I actually really like this one. I will say it's very basic, so one of the things I will say is bear in mind you've got analog dials and stuff like that, as Andrew said previously. Cruise control again is like the MG cars down here, very sort of fiddly widdly, and as we found out, when you put cruise control, it only goes up by 1 mile per hour, so it's a lot of tap 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 to get it up to where you need to be. Yeah, so far so good. Nice driving. Indicators are got soft touch and very easy. No reversing camera, so really basic. You've only got parking sensors. Indicator's very quiet, as you can hear. Yeah, so it's a really nice, smooth and comfortable drive so far. Although you did say, didn't you, that you're not too sure about if you could be in this particular model for several hours.
Yeah, but we've changed tyre companies as well. So this is all new for us. This isn't a Europa car, this is Enterprise. Now, for the age of the car, these seats, as a passenger, are very hard.
Yeah.
They're not soft. I don't know what the driver's seat's like.
Oh, my seat's fine, it's comfortable.
I find the passenger seat in this car very hard. I don't like it. I think I couldn't sit in this car for 2 hours, say. Not that I would sit in this car for 2 hours, though.
Might do if we had a higher one.
Well, yeah. But, it's down to personal preference. I mean, this car is absolutely lovely.
There's a lot of space between the cabin area, so you've got a lot of space between your passenger and the driver, which makes it a bit more comfortable. You're not sitting right on top of each other, which I felt with the ZS we had that. It was very sort of enclosed, very tight, very narrow. So there's a lot more space. But I will say, I'm sorry Skoda, but for a 21 plate car, you are lapsing on doing the nice extra, like digital dials or a parking camera, like a reversing camera should you know, being this sort of age vehicle. We had a 69 plate. Did we have a 69 plate Focus and that had a parking camera?
That had parking sensors.
Oh, it was parking sensors and no rear camera. Oh, okay, so maybe it is.
But there's only one other car I can compare this to. 21 plate Kia.
Yes.
I've been in one of those. It's a Kia Sportage that I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Now in that car it had digital speedo. Analog speedo, sorry.
Yeah.
But that had a parking camera on it. And that was on the basic model.
Yeah.
No, was it on the basic?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not sure what
Yeah.
that one is actually, to be fair, so I'm going to not mention that anymore. Because I'm not sure.
Wow.
But other than that, I think from this drive section of the portion of the video, it is quite a nice car to drive, isn't it?
It's very smooth, very nice, very comfortable for
Very
the driver.
quiet.
Very quiet, yeah. For the age of the vehicle, it's very quiet indeed. And even the indicators, they're not very loud, are they?
No.
They're very sort of like dick, 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 dick.
Yeah.
Sort of noise. And you'll hear that when we go solely to the drive.
Talking of the drive part of this car, oh, hello, broke down, have we? Talking about the drive part of the video, before I get distracted by random things that are happening in front of us, should we shut up and do the drive part?
Yes, let's have a trip on the A1M.
Yep, so we're gonna head out onto the A1M. Me and Lisa are both gonna zip it, and we'll come back to you at the end of the drive section with what our final thoughts on this car. And we'll ask the important question that I think everybody wants to know by now.
Do we love it? Do we hate it? Or is it a maybe?
And we'll see you in a second. So, see you in a little while, guys. Bye bye. Brakes are good. Yeah. That ends the drive section of the video. I think we'll wrap this video up here and we're going to move on to the final part.
Oh, there's a my cue. Okay, so Andrew, right, do you love it? Do you hate it? Or is it a maybe on your short list?
I think for me it's got to be a maybe. For the age of the vehicle, it's very harsh. If you're in the market for a second-hand car, I definitely say it's a maybe. Definitely consider this car. I'd say that for it. There's features on this car I love, and there's features on this car I really don't like. They're all coming up in the interior-exterior video. But yeah.
For me, I would put it again on a maybe. I would have said I loved it, but I think it's too sort of old school. So I think if I was in a purchase of buying a second-hand car about this age of vehicle, because obviously you want something that's quite new still, just recently probably had an MOT, because you know you're not allowed to, you don't have to have MOTs for the first 3 years of a vehicle. I would look at this age range or a 20, but I would go for like sort of a more superior model.
Yeah.
Model. So I would go for like the next one up, or you know, stuff like that. I would go for maybe the Monte Carlo, or excuse me, my phone is ringing. I do apologise.
That's never happened before.
No. A bit embarrassing, but thank God it's on a low volume. Yeah, so I would turn around and say that if I was to get this car, I would get it, but I would get a more higher spec. To me, but then saying that, we just seen someone that's got a 24 plate one of these, and the seating, manual adjusters, and all the analog dials are exactly the same in a 24 plate. So I think that it is on basic models, but I would look at getting a higher model.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that's a maybe from both of us.
Yeah, it's a maybe. So that's good. It's on your short list. If you don't mind the manual seat adjusters, and you don't mind the adjustable, the analog dials, then get it. You know.
I think, to be fair, if you was going to compare this car to sort of what we've already had, and we've had quite a few cars. We've had a 19 plate Ford Focus before.
Yeah.
Before we started doing the show, and I'd agree the Ford Focus was a little bit more equipped.
Yeah.
It was a little bit more better looking. It was a lot more better in a lot of areas. But I'd definitely say if you're in the market for a second-hand car for about 3 years old, yeah, definitely consider this one.
Yeah, it's spacious enough for a family. You know, it drives well. Yeah, I'm happy with it. Yeah, it's a good little vehicle. size. I think that it's a good size for a second-hand vehicle. And if you watch the interior and exterior video, you'll find out how much it is for a vehicle that is of this age at the moment, selling on somewhere like Auto Trader or another selling page.
So guys, I think that ends this video here. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, share and subscribe for more videos.
Yes,
that will
please
also
do.
help us in making more videos, and we get a feel for what you guys and what cars you guys actually like. And on that note, I'm going to say goodbye. This is gonna say
Bye for now.
bye for now.
See you
There
in
we
the
go.
next video.
And I will see you all on the next video. So bye bye guys. Thank you for watching. Bye. Hi guys, welcome back to another part of the drive video that I'm just adding. We're on our way somewhere and we thought we'd try out the sat nav in this car. It's actually so reacher. It is there on the dash, on the central console, as you can see. But it also comes up in here, which is awesome for the driver. That is a really, really cool feature. I think that is a really nice looking feature, isn't it?
It's very good. It's quite a nice, and also you can actually talk to give the instructions from the steering wheel. So you basically press the steering wheel, and there's like a voice button. You press nav, you say nav, sat nav, or nav, or navigate, and it say okay, navigate to where, and it start off with the city. So you give the city, then you give the street name, and then you give the door number.
Yeah.
So yeah, it does have a good feature, that.
Yeah. Anyway guys, as I said before, don't forget to like, share and subscribe.
Yeah,
and
definitely like, share and subscribe, and then we'll make more videos.
Yeah, and we'll definitely catch you in the next one. Bye for guys.